Blue Jays franchise. Here it is. We're getting ready for like this game. Yep. Sean Reed Foley is on the mound. So it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a great game. I think it's gonna be a great game. What time is this game? I'm probably gonna do it. Oh yeah, it's a 3 o'clock game. But we are going to have the roof closed again. We gotta get that average back down, boy. Since I had a great game, we'll put him back. There you go. Grisha will take the day off. For Brandon Drury. Spot. And Brandon Drury the day off. I think it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a great game. Hopefully, the Blue Jays can pick up another one so we can go 3-0. It'd be great if we can.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Sean Reed Foley is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad.
Here we go.
But it'll be interesting to
Andrew
see which one
Benedict.
we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line the line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They
This is the same
cannot
lineup
stay
as yesterday.
staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Dustin Pedroia is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gurriel will get there.
There we go.
Puts it away to
Great first
retire
inning
this
this time.
So a relatively routine start for the. Striding into the box, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Oh, another one. Oh, man. Oh.
So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Second home run early in the year, and they've taken a 1-run lead. So now to the plate, Kevin Biggio. And he hits it hard to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Digging in, Lourdes Gurriel. He's driven in 3 runs on 3 hits so far in the series. Hit on the ground out to short. Bogarts has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
Just one.
And that brings in Xander Bogarts. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Popped him up. Guerrero is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today.
Wow.
And
That's
when you
pretty
talk
good.
about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
I think we could change that. Okay. Wait, can you play it right? Ah, perfect!
Rafael Devers the next to bat.
Just doesn't.
Devers right field and carrying well. And gone. He tucked it just inside the foul pole to tie the game.
Wow.
It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw gets him 2 down. Into the box, Alex Verdugo. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Verdugo, a former Dodger. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
That ball.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitch.
Okay, let's take a look at this replay. Shoot.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Biggio makes the play, and the inning is over. But the Red Sox. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Swinging on the first pitch as this is hit out to Pedroia at second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
Here's Joe Panik. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but he'll barely have to move out there. And
wow, these outs, man.
This one in for the second out.
It's like the one here.
So
He played yesterday.
Brendan Drury try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Skied into very shallow right. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over.
All right.
In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. And he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Wow.
Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice
Oh,
ball
what a
player.
play.
I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Settling in now, Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. One out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
2-2 the count. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Pulled toward right center field. Fisher's in pursuit. Around first, he's digging for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, the tag, and he's hauled out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error
That was
as
a
the
great
side
play,
is
though.
retired. 1 hit's all they get. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1.
Throw.
Stepping up to the plate, Danny Jansen. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Now in the box, Derek Fisher.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit to batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Now batting, Cavan Biggio. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field.
Cavan Biggio home run. See that?
Two-run
Baltimore's
shot to
beating
straightaway center. First home run of the campaign for him, and it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pops this one up. Devers has got it, and that wraps up the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We played 3. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Popped up. Reed Foley is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. Strike one to start the at bat. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The next 0-2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Here now is Rafael Devers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Got him.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gurriel has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire. Bottom of the inning now. Digging in, Lourdes Gurriel. He got on top of one and was a ground out
because I hit him
last time.
Because I actually want to double. Oh, really, buddy? No, man.
Is in his tracks now.
He
One
just hit
pitch,
second.
one away.
It's the third.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw to first.
Oh, that got past.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Let's take a look. 8:33. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side.
Going up 5th.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs, so he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Shaw is there, one away.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gurriel will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Here's the first pitch to him. And the pitch takes off inside and it gets away. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Verdugo at second with 2 down. Fastball runs inside and gets away. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do by any umpire, Matt. Warn both sides and put them.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He pulls into second safely as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game.
The batter, number 50.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up.
Hold on, guys. Just
When you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball one. Ready with the 1-0. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with two away, they didn't like their chances there.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Red Sox.
All right. Let's go, Drury.
So coming to the plate, Brandon Drury flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit hard towards center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Now batting, number 9.
Riding in once again, Danny Jansen.
I mean, bottom line right here, it all comes down to execution. If he's going to miss flat, middle.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And there's one down now.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Derek Fisher. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the
Bo
order now. In the bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is in the heart of the zone.
At the plate, Kevin Biggio. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. This is line to left. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. Devers, right field and carrying well. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Yanked fouled off to the right. Here's another 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw him way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And there's his first base hit in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Drury looks up. Gone!
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so the call will stand as safe. So here now is Jackie Bradley as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Look out, 2-0 now.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
3-0 now.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Here's a bouncer foul to the left side, and the count will move ahead now to 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. 4 runs here in this half inning. In the dirt. Goes to third with it. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position. Here it comes on 1-1.
Count to 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swinging a little blooper to center. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Frick.
You know,
Sorry guys,
Dero,
I'm
hitting
talking
in the
for a while.
leadoff
I was
spot,
trying
you're not going to
to
get very
focusing.
many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI
Correct.
base hit.
Wow.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, JD Martinez. And it's fouled away.
Hey, bye. Man.
Behind 0-2 now. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The bat, number 2,
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up.
High and deep to right. Drury looks up. Gone! It's a grand slam.
He's done.
Ready now, Mitch Moreland, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Tanner Roark gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Row. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Fisher is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Bobbles it.
The batter, the center fielder,
At the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Fisher's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping up now, Lourdes Gurriel. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Verdugo waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
I feel like this game's over now. 13-5.
Striding forward now is the DH, Joe Panik. He was a double play victim last time around. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Pops this one up.
Pops it up. Like, oh my God.
Devers has got it, and that wraps up the inning. Nothing. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Chase Anderson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it.
Just want a bat. Shoot.
Ryan Brazier is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. At the plate, Bo Bichette comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Benintendi's got it, and there's 1 away.
I thought that's great.
So striding forward now, Cavan Biggio. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Verdugo backing up on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Oh my God.
Swing, and
Let's
there it
go.
goes. Deep to left field.
And
this one is gone. A home run. Wow, 9 home runs. D-Row, Dan, when's the last time you saw a power performance like this from 2 competing teams?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside the.
Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Looking up is Benintendi, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw as he rips it on the ground to second. Off-balance throw gets him. Nice play there as decided. New inning set to get underway. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Andrew Benintendi. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. And if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And after the ball flying out at near record pace.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now at the plate, Joe Panik starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot.
Yes, it's a base hit.
Is through into right field for a single.
Right fielder, number 3,
Brandon Drury will bat next. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Up next is Danny Jansen. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Benintendi heads back on it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
It's a dinger. Like, no, it's not. It's short.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Verdugo is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Now to the plate, Bo Bichette, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have bounced back from consecutive losses to take Game 3 of the series as this ball game is over. 14-9. That's the final score here. The Boston Red Sox rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Sean Reed Foley takes the loss after an effort he'd like to forget for the rest of his life. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa.
Alright. So we'll play another game. Okay. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe. See you in the next one.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at